At the start of the drama, we see that Qing Huan and Yan Shu are both sitting in court. The lawyer says to Qing Huan, "You both met just yesterday, and today you are getting married? Is this boy forcing you? Tell me. I will call the police right now." Just then, Qing Huan looks at Yan Shu and remembers her flashback, where Qing Huan is very drunk, and instead of her friend Jia, she calls her boss Yan Shi and says, "My boyfriend cheated on me, so arrange a mail for me," and telling him her room number says, "Send him here." Then she hangs up the call. A little later, Qing Huan hears a knock on the door. Then she opens the door and sees that there is a man outside. Due to being so drunk, she says, "How good is my friend Jia? She sent such a handsome boy for me, exactly like my boss." Then Yan Shu kisses Qing Huan, and they spend that night together. In the next scene, Qing Huan apologizes to Yan Shu for that night and asks, "Tell me, what can I do for you?" Then Yan Shu smiles in his mind and says, "Marry me for 1 year and fulfill your duties." Then, in the present, they both receive their marriage certificate. So Qing Huan says, "Mr. Yan, please forgive me. I made a mistake, but don't worry, I won't tell anyone." Upon this, Yan Shu says, "Okay, come to my house." Hearing this, Qing Huan says, "I cannot go to your house." So Yan Shu says, "You slept with me last night." Then Qing Huan puts her hand on his mouth and says, Okay, all right, I will pack my luggage and come." In the next scene, Yan Shu takes a photo of the marriage certificate and posts it on social media. Just then the assistant asks, "Boss, you have liked Qing Huan for 10 years, so why haven't you confessed your love yet?" So Yan Shu says, "After her parents passed away, she was raised in an orphanage. If I talk to her about all this love stuff, she will become very sad. And yes, from tomorrow, Madam will work in the office. So don't tell anyone that she is my wife, not even her friend Jia, because your madam wants this." Hearing this, the assistant says, "Okay, boss." On the other side in the office, when everyone sees Yan Shu's marriage certificate post, they become very sad, thinking, "How did he get married?" And when Qing Huan sees that post, she gets very angry. Then she thinks, "He told me to keep these things secret." Just then her friend Jia says, "Look, boss has married a girlfriend exactly like you. Is this you?" Upon this, Qing Huan, placing her hand on her mouth, says, "What nonsense are you talking? I am an ordinary girl. How can I marry boss?" Just then an employee says, "Perhaps no one knows that in boss's childhood, his and Wan Yu's parents had arranged their engagement, but she went abroad for a few days, but tomorrow Wan Yu is coming." Hearing this, Qing Huan's friend Jia says, "This cannot happen." So the employee asks, "Why can it not happen?" Upon this, Jia says, "Because she is my..." Just then another employee says, "Boss is coming. Everyone get to work." As soon as Yan Shu enters, everyone says, "How handsome boss is." But Yan Shi, touching Qing Huan's hand, goes towards the office and is very happy. Then he thinks, "I have uploaded about my marriage on social media." Then Qing Huan asks Jia, "Is his girlfriend coming?" So Jia says, "Yes, she is sitting in the office." And as soon as Yan Shu goes into the office, he sees Wan Yu sitting there. Then Wan Yu says, "We have met after a long time." Then Yan Shu looks at the assistant. Upon this, the assistant says, "Boss, don't look at me. Old lady has made her the director of this company, so I cannot do anything in this." So Wan Yu says, "I have prepared this file. Will you check it once?" Hearing this, Yan Shu says, "No need. Just follow rules and keep working." So Wan Yu says, "Okay," and leaves. In the next scene, a man is telling Wan Yu, "Since you went abroad, no girl came to Yan Shi, nor did Yan Shu go to any girl. But for a few days, he is roaming around an employee named Qing Huan." Hearing this, Wan Yu says, "Qing Huan, I will see you." In the next scene, Jia sees that director Wan Yu has increased everyone's salary and given a bonus too, but she looks at Qing Huan's salary and finds that her salary has been cut. So she immediately goes to Wan Yu and says, "You gave everyone a bonus, so why did you cut her salary? Let Yan Shu come, I will complain about you." Upon this, Wan Yu slaps her. So Qing Huan gets angry and she slaps Wan Yu back, saying, "You have no right to bully me or my friend. And yes, you cut my salary without any reason." So Wan Yu says, "You did not come to the office for a few days, so I cut yours." In the next scene, Qing Huan is packing her luggage and going to Yan Shu's house. Just then she thinks about what Wan Yu had said to her in the office. "You were raised in an orphanage. I will show you your place." Then, in the present, as soon as she is going to Yan Shu's house, Yan Shu comes, takes off his coat and puts it on her, and says, "It is very cold. You will catch a cold." So Qing Huan says, "Why are your office colleagues behaving so badly with me?" and goes inside the house. After this, Yan Shu calls the assistant and says, "Find out what happened in the company." Then the assistant tells him everything. So Yan Shu says, "From tomorrow, if anyone comes late, cut their salary immediately." Then Yan Shu goes inside the house and sees that Qing Huan is taking a shower. so Yanxi cannot control himself, and they spend that night together. Next morning, when Qinghuan wakes up, she sees that Yanshi is not on her bed. Then she thinks, Yanshi must be afraid of his fiancé, lest she sees us together. That's why he went to the company before me. But when she comes out, she sees Yanshi standing outside. Then he says, come, have breakfast. Seeing this, Qinghuan thinks, perhaps I thought wrong about him. Then she asks, it's office time. You didn't go to the office? Instead, you are making breakfast for me? So Yanshi says, is making breakfast for one's wife a bad thing? Upon this, Qinghuan says, but our marriage is a fake marriage. So Yanxi says, I have made it for the first time. Taste a little and tell how it is. And he thinks in his mind, if one has to win someone's heart, one should feed them well. Just then, Qinghuan sees her photo and says, you have kept my photo? What will happen if someone sees? So Yanxi says, so what? I want someone to see. Hearing this, Qinghuan thinks in her mind, he must have kept my photo to show Wan Yu to make her jealous. In the next scene, when Qinghuan goes to the office, everyone is looking at her very strangely. Then Qinghuan asks Jiajia, what happened? Did something happen? So Jiajia tells her, someone put a cockroach in Wan Yu's coffee, due to which she screamed a lot, and she became a joke. Hearing this, Qinghuan also laughs. On the other side, the assistant goes to Yanxi and says, I have a plan to win Qinghuan's heart. Then he tells the plan to Yanxi. So Yanxi says, okay. Then Yanxi writes something and giving it to the assistant says, go and give this file to Qinghuan. After this, the assistant is going and collides with Wan Yu, due to which the files get swapped. So he does not realize. So he gives that file, in which Yanshi had written something, to Wan Yu. In it was written, come to my house at 8 o'clock. Seeing this, Wan Yu becomes very happy and says, I knew, Yanxi, that you love me very much. In the next scene, Wan Yu takes all her office employees to Yanxi's house and says to everyone, today, Yanxi has planned a surprise for me. Just then, she sees Qinghuan there and asks, what are you doing here? Upon this, an employee says, have you come here to create a scene? So Qinghuan says, what nonsense are you talking? You guys tell, what are you doing here? Then the employees say, today, boss is going to give a surprise to Wan Yu, so we have come here. Hearing this, Qinghuan thinks in her mind, Yanshi is so naughty. He didn't even tell me. Then making an excuse, she says, my friend Jiajia texted me, you guys are coming here, so I also wanted to have some fun with you. That's why I came. So Wan Yu says, okay, fine, let's go inside. Then Jiajia asks, tell me, what were you doing here? Upon this, Qinghuan says, it's a very long story. I will tell you later. So Jiajia says, okay, let's go inside. Just then, Qinghuan immediately messaged Yanshi, all employees in Wan Yu are coming home. Hide everything so that they don't find out that we have a secret marriage. Then Qinghuan and Wan Yu both stand in front of the door. Seeing Qinghuan, the door recognizes her and opens. Everyone is surprised. Then Qinghuan says, it seems Wan Yu and Yanxi are very close. That is why the door opened, seeing Wan Yu. Hearing this, Wan Yu becomes very happy. Then they go inside and hear Yanxi, wearing a very funny dress, is saying, Qinghuan will like this very much. She will be very happy. Just then, those people come inside and seeing him are very surprised. But Yanxi, picking up his phone, immediately hides. And those people, seeing all the surprise, were amazed but could not see Yanxi. Meanwhile, Qinghuan thinks, he did all this for Wan Yu. He didn't even tell me. But where is he after all? Just then, she sees her photo there. To hide it, she goes near window and hides the photo. Seeing this, Wan Yu looks at her and asks, what did you hide? So Qinghuan says, I didn't hide anything. Then she quickly gives the photo to Jiajia. Then Wan Yu says, show your hand. And she checks her bag too. Nothing is found. So Qinghuan says, why are you making me a thief? Upon this, Wan Yu says, I was just kidding. You took it seriously. Then Qinghuan slaps Wan Yu, due to which she gets angry. So Qinghuan says, I was just kidding. Why are you getting serious? Due to this, Wan Yu get angry and leaves from there. Then Jiajia asks Qinghuan, by the way, what is your photo doing here? So Qinghuan says, I came here to give a file to boss. Perhaps it was left then. Hearing this, her friend says, are you sure? You are not hiding anything from me, right? So Qinghuan says, I'm sure. I am not hiding anything. Just then, Wan Yu says to Qinghuan, everyone is hungry here. Go make something. Due to this, Qinghuan's friend gets angry, who says, you have hands? Go make it yourself. Upon this, Wan Yu says to Jiajia, she is my employee. I can make her do anything. Who are you to speak in between? So Qinghuan says to her friend Jiajia, it's okay. I am going. And she goes towards the kitchen. Just then Wan Yu, seeing her going, thinks in her mind, Is she married to Yan Shi? Could it be so? Then she calls someone and says, find out what kind of relationship Qing Huan and Yan Shi have, and tell me. On the other side, as soon as Qing Huan goes into the kitchen, Yan Shi pulls her inside. Then Qing Huan, seeing him in such clothes, laughs a lot. So Yan Shi puts his hand on her mouth and says, enough, no more now. Upon this, Qing Huan says, you have worn a very nice dress. So Yan Shi says, you are laughing at such a time? Tell me, where are those people? And can you send them out? Then Qing Huan says, they are still outside, but this dress really suits you. And here, all the employees are saying, why hasn't boss come yet? It's been a long time. Hearing this, Wan Yu says, okay, I call him. As soon as Wan Yu calls, the ringtone of the call is heard coming from the kitchen. Everyone is surprised. Boss is in the kitchen. So they quickly open the kitchen door. Just then, Qing Huan comes from the front bringing fruits. Then Wan Yu asks, what is the phone doing with you? Upon this, she replies, boss left this phone in the kitchen. Just then, an employee says, you must have stolen it. So Jiajia says, how can she steal the phone in front of so many people? Just then a message comes on everyone's phone. Yan Shi had already texted everyone. It is very late, everyone go home. Seeing this, Qing Huan's friend Jiajia says, boss's surprise got ruined. So Wan Yu says to everyone, it is boss's order, let's leave from here. Everyone leaves. Then again, Qing Huan is taking off her shoes. Just then, Yan Shi comes, picks her up and starts kissing her. Says, I had planned such a good surprise for you, but everything got ruined. Upon this, Qing Huan says, did you do this for me or for your Wan Yu? So he says, what nonsense are you talking? Then he looks at Qing Huan's feet and finds that cuts have appeared on her feet from wearing those shoes. So he applies medicine on her feet and says, I like only and only you. But by then, he sees that Qing Huan has fallen asleep. In the next scene, Yan Shi asks the assistant, after all, how did those people reach my house? So the assistant says, I don't know, boss, but sorry, I really won't let anyone find out that you and Qing Huan are secretly married. Meanwhile, Wan Yu hears all this and says, oh, so your wife is Qing Huan. She gets very angry. The next day, there is an art exhibition. So there, all the employees say, look, even today Qing Huan has come wearing such a cheap dress. She doesn't have parents, right? Hearing this, Jiajia says, who are you people to insult my friend? Upon this, Wan Yu says, you find this insulting? And throws a drink on her. Says, now tell, what is an insult? Due to this, Qing Huan gets angry. So she says, how dare you do this to my friend? Just then, all employees laugh and say, so what will you do? Do you want all of us employees to say sorry to you? So Qing Huan opens a bottle of wine and pours it over everyone. Seeing this, Jiajia becomes very happy and says, you are a goddess for me, goddess. Upon this, Qing Huan says, stop the nonsense. Go change your dress and come. So Jiajia says, okay, wait here. I am coming. A little later, Wan Yu says to a boy, you ruined my painting. I was going to give this painting to Cheng, who is a very famous painter. So that boy says, I did not ruin your painting. And he grabs Qing Huan and says, she saw that I did not ruin your painting. Then she scolds him a lot, says, being a waiter, how dare you touch my painting? Then Qing Huan says, I saw that he did not touch your painting. Then that boy says, Cheng won't even look at such a painting. Due to this, Wan Yu gets very angry, and she says, do you consider yourself Cheng? Then Qing Huan searches online. So she finds out that this boy is Cheng, who is a famous painter. Then she says, yes, this boy is the famous painter, Cheng. Hearing this, Wan Yu says, are you trying to make a fool of me? Then she calls the security guard, says, throw this boy out. Just then, Yan Shi comes and says, Qing Huan is saying the truth. This is my nephew Cheng, and he is a famous painter too. Due to this, Wan Yu gets very shocked, and she immediately apologizes to Yan Shi and says to Cheng, sorry, I didn't say anything like that to you, right? It was Qing Huan who was saying everything to you, and I am going to become your uncle Yan Shi's wife, so you can call me auntie. Upon this, Cheng says, my uncle will not marry a girl like you. Rather, looking at Qing Huan, he says, this girl is very soft-hearted and beautiful. My uncle would definitely like to marry such a girl. Due to this, Yan Shi becomes happy and says, your choice is very good. Then Wan Yu shows the painting to Cheng. Seeing this, Cheng, looking at the painting, says, what nonsense painting is this? This is worse than even a child's painting. Then he tears the painting and throws it. Due to this, Wan Yu gets very angry, and she says, Qing Huan said my painting is not good, right? So let's get it painted by her and see. Everyone says, yes, but Qing Huan thinks in her mind, I don't even know how to paint. Then Wan Yu starts insulting her in front of everyone, says, she was raised in an orphanage. She has no parents. Will she be able to paint? Due to this, Qing Huan gets angry, and she says, I will paint. Then as soon as she goes to paint, there is no brush there. So Qing Huan says, I will paint without a brush? Hearing this, Wan Yu says, how will you paint without a brush? Then Qing Huan plucks leaves from a tree, dips them in paint, and makes a very beautiful painting, due to which everyone praises her and says, this talent was hidden till now. Everyone pushes and shoves to buy that painting. Then Yan Shu says, something is missing in this. Then he signs on it, due to which everyone wants to buy it even more. Then Cheng says to Qing Huan, I want to buy this for 20 million. Upon this, Qing Huan says, hey, what nonsense are you talking? If you like this painting, then I am giving this to you for free. And she gives the painting to him. Then Cheng, picking up Wan Yu's painting, says, after today, don't come to me with this childish painting. Due to this, everyone laughs at her. So Wan Yu says to everyone, I will see you all. Then she leaves from there. In the next scene, Yan Shi and Qing Huan have come out to eat. Qing Huan is hiding her face. So Yan Shi asks, why are you hiding your face? Upon this, Qing Huan says, what will happen if someone sees us here? So Yan Shi says, so what? You are my wife. What will happen if someone sees you with me? Then Qing Huan says, your engagement is fixed with Wan Yu. If your family finds out, then they will think wrong, right? So Yan Shi says, yes, I admit that you were raised in an orphanage, and if my family finds out, they will be angry. But the one I like is you. Just then, he gets a call. Then he says, I will take this call and come. He goes to take the call. Just then, Qing Huan's ex-boyfriend Lu Ji comes with his mom-like girlfriend and says, what are you doing here? Upon this, Qing Huan says, first you cheated on me, and on top of that, you are bringing a girlfriend who looks like your mom. Go get your treatment done. Due to this, he gets angry, and he is about to raise his hand on her when Yan Shi comes and hits Qing Huan's ex-boyfriend, Lu Ji. So Lu Ji's old girlfriend says, how dare you? Don't you know whose mom I am? I am Yu Chen's mom. My son works with this city's famous president, Yan Shi. I will call him right now. He will throw you out of here. Hearing this, both Qing Huan and Yan Shi laugh. Then Yan Shi says, let me tell you, I am President Yan Shi. Before this, the old woman and Lu Ji get surprised. Then Lu Ji and that old woman both laugh and say, you are President Yan Shi? And this is the president's wife? Then I am the president's mom. So Qing Huan says, you guys are going to cry too. Just then, that old woman's son and assistant arrive. Then he says to his mom, what are you doing here? Upon this, the old woman says to Yan Shi, he was hitting my boyfriend, and says to the assistant, these people are pretending to be president, so punish them. Then the assistant asks Yan Shi how to deal with these people. You tell, President Yan Shi. Due to this, both get shocked and say, is he really the president? And apologizing, she says, it is not my son's fault. Please forgive me. Yu Chen also starts apologizing, but the president says to the assistant, whatever collaboration we have with this boy, end it all, and Lu Ji should not be seen in this city again. So the assistant says, okay, boss. Then after they leave, the old woman's son says, my years of hard work got wasted. Now are you happy? Then the old lady says, you are my son. How are you talking to me like this? He hit your dad first. So the boy says, if you want to stay with him, then stay with him only. And he gets very angry. In the next scene in the office, Jia shows Qing Huan the photo of the restaurant and says, look, someone took a photo of these two and posted it. And from behind, she looks exactly like you. Upon this, Qing Huan says, what nonsense are you talking? Where am I? And where is boss? Just then, everyone is talking about this only. So Wan Yu comes and scolds everyone, says, everyone work, don't talk nonsense. And looking at Qing Huan, she says, you insulted me a lot in the exhibition. I will teach you a lesson. Then she says to her, go throw this garbage. Hearing this, Qing Huan picks up that garbage and throws it straight on Wan Yu. Due to this, Wan Yu gets angry, and she says, I will fire you. Just then, Yan Shi comes from behind and says, who are you to fire any of my employees? And he scolds Wan Yu a lot, due to which she gets angry and leaves from there. Then, Yan Shi says to Qing Huan, come to the room. I have to talk about something important. Qing Huan goes to the room and, pushing Yan Shi away from herself, says, I know your surprise got ruined that day, but what can I do? It was not my fault. Then Yan Shi thinks in his mind, but I did this for you. Then he goes near her, kisses her, and is about to say, when the assistant comes and says, boss, there is an important meeting. Due to this, Qing Huan becomes shy and runs away from there. After this, the assistant says to Yan Shi, sorry, I made a mistake. I didn't know what was happening here. Then he says, boss, now you should propose to Qing Huan. Hearing this, Yan Shi says, yes. So the assistant says, I will do all the planning for you, boss. So boss says, okay. The next day, in the office, Qing Huan is working. Just then she sees that Yan Shi's most important computer is kept there, and today, there is a meeting. So she asks Jia, where is Yan Shi right now? So she replies, he has gone to the hotel. So Ching Huan quickly takes that computer and goes to that hotel, but she is not allowed to go inside the hotel. Then Ching Huan shows her marriage certificate. Upon this, that girl says, if any such girl brings a fake marriage certificate, then shall I let her go inside? Just then, Jiajia arrives there and says, I am Yan Xi's sister. Due to this, that girl laughs. Then she shows her name card, due to which that girl says, sorry. So Ching Huan says to her, it's okay, go give this computer to Yan Xi. She goes. Then Jiajia sees Ching Huan's marriage certificate and asks, whose is this? Just then someone calls her. Then she says, what? Grandma has come? And she is calling me? Then she says to Ching Huan, I have some important work. I will come later. She quickly leaves from there. Then Yan Shi comes and apologizes to Ching Huan, says, I was not here. That is why all this happened with you. Upon this, Ching Huan says, it's okay, and I am hungry. Can you bring something to eat for me? So Yan Shi takes her to a restaurant. There Ching Huan says, this is a very expensive restaurant. So Yan Shi says, you are my wife. I can do at least this much for you. Then he orders a cake for her and messages the assistant. How is the planning going? So the assistant says, I have planned everything, and a cake comes. The assistant writes in the message, I have hidden a ring inside this cake. Then Yan Shi says to Ching Huan, eat the cake. It is very tasty. Ching Huan is eating. Just then, on the next seat, a boy has planned something similar. He hides a ring in the cake and proposes to his girlfriend. Seeing this, Ching Huan says, this has become very old-fashioned. Due to this, Yan Shi takes the cake from her and says, this is very sweet. It will be bad for you. He returns the cake and thinks in his mind, I am going to cut half the assistant's salary. Then he says, I have to do something. So he says to Ching Huan, I wanted to say something to you for a long time. Upon this, Ching Huan says, yes, tell me. As soon as he says, I like someone, just then, Ching Huan says, I have to go to the washroom. She leaves, and in that cake, she finds the ring, due to which she becomes very sad. Then she thinks, Wan Yu was right, I don't have parents. How will the Yan family accept me? I will have to stay away from Yan Shi now. She leaves from there. Then Yan Shi says to a waiter, it's been a long time, she hasn't come back yet. So the waiter tells him, that girl has left. So Yan Shi calls Ching Huan, where are you? Upon this, Ching Huan says, my friend Jiajia is not feeling well, so I will stay at her place tonight. Yan Shi becomes very worried. Just then he gets a call from his sister, Jiajia. Then she says, brother, grandma is forcing me to go on a blind date. Help me a little. So Yan Shi asks, are you not sick? Upon this, his sister says, you are my brother. You are not helping me, and on top of that you are asking me to be sick? She cuts the call. Yan Shi understands that Ching Huan is lying and thinks, where could she be now? Here we see Ching Huan, who is walking on the road and thinking in her mind, yes, I like Yan Shi. And even if Yan Shi accepts me, his family will never accept me as their daughter-in-law. Then becoming sad, she sits under a tree. In the next scene, Ching Huan's friend, Jiajia, who is Yan Shi's sister, says to Grandma, Yan Shi is still there, so why are you getting me married? So Grandma says, he doesn't like any girl. Then Jiajia shows Ching Huan's photo and says, how is this girl? So Grandma says, the girl looks very beautiful. Then Jiajia gets someone's call, so she goes to attend the call. Just then, Wan Yu comes there and says, Grandma, you have become so thin. Do you not take care of yourself? Grandma becomes very happy. Then, Wan Yu sees Ching Huan's photo there and asks Grandma, what is this photo doing here? So Grandma asks, is this girl not good? Upon this, Wan Yu says, this girl is not good. She is seducing your Yan Shi, and her reputation in the company is very bad. So Grandma says, I want to meet her once myself. The next day, Ching Huan goes to the office to give her resignation. Just then, Yan Shi holds her hand, pulls her, and says, you were going to give resignation, and why are you avoiding me so much? Upon this, Ching Huan says, your engagement is done, so why should I become a third wheel in this triangle? That is why I will leave this company, and then you and your Wan Yu can stay together. Then he kisses her and says, I like you. So Ching Huan asks, since when? Then he says, I have liked you for 10 years. Then he tells her about his past. When you came first in high school, since I saw you, I have liked you. Ching Huan also thinks in her mind, I should give him a chance. And she also says, yes, they both kiss. Meanwhile, Wan Yu takes their photo and says, I will show this photo to Grandma. Here, when these two are about to kiss, the assistant comes and says to himself, why do I always come at the wrong time? Then Yan Shi says, tell me, what is the work? So the assistant says, in the afternoon, a man with whom we will work, he wants to play tennis with you, but my stomach is upset so I cannot go with you. So Yan Shi says, okay, First, get your treatment done. I will take my wife Qing Huan there. The next day, Yan Shi and Qing Huan go to play tennis. Yan Shi is playing tennis with a man with whom he has to work in the company. Just then he sees Grandma in a strange dress. So he goes to Grandma and says, "Why are you wearing such clothes?" Upon this, Grandma says, "Don't meet that girl, she is not good." And on the other side, that man is looking at Qing Huan with wrong intentions and says, "You also play tennis." So Qing Huan says, "I don't know how to play tennis." But he says, "Play, I will teach you." Qing Huan starts playing tennis, but that man grabs her from behind, due to which she screams a lot. Seeing this, Grandma says, "That boy is bothering Qing Huan. I will teach him a lesson right now." And she hits that boy. So that boy lies and says, "Qing Huan was seducing me." But when they check the tapes later, it becomes clear that the boy was misbehaving. Then Yan Shi says to the assistant, "Whatever cooperation was going to happen with this, end it all." He apologizes too, but Yan Shi says, "Take him away from here." Then Qing Huan sees that blood is flowing from Grandma's hand, so she ties a cloth on her hand. Then Yan Shi says, "Grandma, why did you come here?" Due to this, Qing Huan says, "Are you Yan Shi's grandma?" So she says, "Yes," and says, "You are very good. That is why I am pleased with you." And Grandma gives her family bracelet to Qing Huan. Upon this, Qing Huan says, "This is very valuable. I cannot take this." But Grandma says, "Take it, because you are going to become a part of the family now." And a man takes their photo. That man is Wan Yu's informant. Then he takes this news to her and says, Grandma did not break their relationship. Rather, she joined their relationship and gave the bracelet to Qing Huan too. Due to this, Wan Yu gets very angry. Then her informant says, "Don't be angry. I have a plan. Yan Shi's sister has come from abroad. We will make her happy and humiliate Qing Huan in front of her, so she will throw her out of here." So Wan Yu says, "Okay, find his sister." The next day, when Qing Huan goes to the company, she sees the office and notices that a lot of preparations are happening. Then Wan Yu comes and tells her, "Yan Shi's sister is coming to our company today. Preparations are happening for her welcome, so you will cook food for her. She likes spicy food very much." And she thinks in her mind, as soon as she eats spicy food, she will throw her out of here. Hearing this, Qing Huan thinks in her mind, she was abroad for so much time, so how can she like spicy food? Then she messages her friend Jiajia and says, "Yan Shi's sister, who was abroad, which food would she like?" So Jiajia thinks, Yan Shi's sister is me, so why is she suddenly asking about me? Then she asks, "Why are you asking this?" Then she says, "Today, Yan Shi's sister is coming to our company, so I will cook food for her. Wan Yu told me spicy food." So her friend says, "You just make my favorite food." A little later outside, Wan Yu and all employees are standing to welcome Yan Shi's sister. As soon as Jiajia comes, they welcome her. But when they see that it is Jiajia, then Wan Yu says, "What are you doing here? You are a countryside girl. Do you consider yourself Yan Shi's sister? Get out of here." So Qing Huan says, "Don't insult my friend." But Wan Yu says very bad things to Jiajia and Qing Huan. Just then, Grandma comes from behind and says, "Who dared to bully my granddaughter and granddaughter-in-law?" Hearing this, Wan Yu says to Grandma, "She is pretending to be your granddaughter." So she says, "I saw your two faces for the first time today. This is my granddaughter." Due to this, everyone gets very shocked. Then Grandma says, "Your engagement, which was with my grandson, I am breaking it, and you resign from this company and leave from here." Then Jiajia says, "Wait a minute, you got food made for me, that too spicy, right? Bring that." She herself makes Wan Yu eat that spicy food, which she eats and finds it spicy, so she runs away from there. Then Grandma makes an announcement in front of all employees. Qing Huan and Yan Shi will get married. Here, coming home, Wan Yu is getting very angry. Just then, her mom comes and asks, "What happened?" Then she hugs her mom and says, "Mom, I have liked Yan Shi for so many years, but because of a girl, he is leaving me." Due to this, her mom gets angry, and she says, "How dare he break so many years' relationship because of a girl?" Then she promises her, "I will talk to him, and I will get you married to Yan Shi." Hearing this, she says, "Mom, you are very good." The next day, Wan Yu's mom meets Qing Huan and says, "Your name is Qing Huan, right?" So Qing Huan says, "Yes." Then mom says to her, "Take this money and leave Yan Shi, because my daughter will marry him." Qing Huan refuses. Just then, Yan Shi comes from behind and says, "Auntie, I love her," and giving a wedding card says, "Please come to my wedding." Saying this, he leaves. Seeing this, Wan Yu gets very angry and she says, "Mom, if he does not marry me, then I will die." So her mom says, Okay, I will think of something." Here, Yan Shi is taking Qing Huan home in the car. Then, Qing Huan says, "Will the relationship between your family and that family get ruined because of me?" So Yan Shi says, "No, because auntie and uncle are very good. Only Wan Yu is bad, so nothing will be ruined." Then Yan Shi sees a red birthmark near Qing Huan's ear and says, "Auntie also has a similar birthmark." Upon this, Qing Huan says, "Oh, so this is a coincidence." The next day, Wan Yu's parents meet Grandma. Grandma is very happy to meet them. Then Wan Yu's mom says, "Are you really going to get Yan Shi married to Qing Huan?" So Grandma says, "Yan Shi and Qing Huan love each other for 10 years, so I cannot do anything in that. But the relationship between our family and your family will never break." Then Wan Yu's parents talk and come out, so their daughter Wan Yu meets them. Then Wan Yu says, "Did you talk to Grandma for me?" So her mom says, "Grandma also cannot do anything." And her dad says, "We will find a good boy for you." Hearing this, Wan Yu says, "You both are completely useless." Due to this, her dad says, "How are you talking to us like this?" So she says, "Sorry, I'm a little upset." Then her mom and dad leave. Just then, Wan Yu looks in her phone and finds that Qing Huan was also in the same orphanage where she was. Then she remembers her flashback. When she was small, a very wealthy Wan Yu family came there to take their daughter, and that daughter was Qing Huan. But Wan Yu changed her DNA report, kept her report in place of Qing Huan's. And in present, she thinks, "No one should find out that my parents' real daughter is Qing Huan." On the other side, Yan Shi says to Qing Huan, "There is a party in your orphanage, so will you go? Shall I also come with you?" So she says, "No, you have a meeting, right? You go. I will go with my friend." So he says, "Okay." And as soon as Qing Huan goes, Yan Shi calls someone and says, "Send money to the orphanage. Say, Yan Shi's future wife has sent for everyone." On the other side, Qing Huan and her friend Jiajia go to the orphanage. There everyone makes fun of her a lot. Then when she goes inside, Yan Shi is there. Then Qing Huan says, "You didn't go to the meeting." So Yan Shi says, "I am going, but you didn't kiss me, right? Kiss, then I will go." Qing Huan kisses him. Yan Shi leaves from there, and a boy makes a video of both of them and says about Qing Huan. This Qing Huan is Yan Shi's mistress. Just then, the director of that orphanage comes and says, "Qing Huan is not such a girl. She cannot do this." Then many bodyguards come with money and say, "Yan Shi's future wife has sent this for everyone." And everyone there is thinking, Yan Shi's wife is Wan Yu. So they all are very happy, say, "Your husband is very good." So Qing Huan's friend Jiajia says to Wan Yu, "Now till when will you pretend to be my brother's wife?" Upon this, she says, "I am not pretending." Then Qing Huan says, "Come on, if you are Yan Shi's wife, then call him right here, in front of everyone." Wan Yu cannot say much, just says, "Yes, I call." As soon as she calls, Yan Shi does not pick up her call. Then Qing Huan says, "Shall I try?" As soon as Qing Huan calls, Yan Shi immediately picks up the call. Then Qing Huan says, "Come quickly and pick me up." So Yan Shi says, "I am coming to pick you up." Everyone gets very surprised. So Wan Yu says to the director, "Throw this girl out of here. Otherwise, my mom, who gives donations to this orphanage, I will stop her." Just then, Yan Shi comes and tells everyone there, "My wife is Qing Huan." Due to this, everyone starts shouting at Wan Yu, "She is a liar. She was pretending to be Yan Shi's wife." So Wan Yu, to handle the situation, sees mango juice and remembers childhood things. Director had said, when Qing Huan was small, she had allergy to mangoes. She thinks, if I pour this mango on her or make her drink it, then she will die. Therefore, she takes mango juice and says to Qing Huan, "It is good that you both are husband and wife. In this happiness, take this, drink this juice." Upon this, Jiajia says, "Don't listen to her. Whatever she says is not good." They start to leave, but she pours mango juice on Qing Huan, due to which she faints. And the director is watching all this. In the hospital, when Qing Huan gains consciousness, so she asks, "What happened to me?" So Yan Shi tells her, "You have mango allergy." Then Wan Yu comes and apologizes to Qing Huan. "I didn't know you have allergy to mangoes." Seeing this, Yan Shi, looking at her, says, "Get out of here." So she leaves from there. Then the director says, "I have some work. I have to go." So Qing Huan says, "Okay, you can go." Coming outside, the director thinks in his mind, in childhood, only Wan Yu family's daughter had mango allergy. Wan Yu is Wan Yu family's daughter, so nothing happened to her with mangoes. Then he calls someone and says, "Do a thorough DNA checkup of both Wan Yu and Qing Huan again." Just then, Wan Yu comes from behind and pushes the director, due to which he falls down the stairs. Here, the assistant runs to Yan Shi and says, "Director fell down the stairs. He is bleeding a lot." Then Qing Huan and Yan Shi both run. On the way, they bump into Wan Yu's mom, and Qing Huan's necklace falls. Both leave from there. Meanwhile, Wan Yu's mom sees the necklace and remembers, "I gave this necklace to my daughter in her childhood." Just then, Wan Yu comes. Then, her mom asks, "Where is the necklace I gave you in childhood?" So she says, "Mom, it's been so many years. Where would I keep it till now? It is a very old matter." Then her mom asks, "There was a mark behind your ear. Where did it go?" Upon this, she says, "Mom, that mark was very bad, so I got it removed." Her mom thinks, "I got the DNA test done properly. Perhaps I am thinking too much." When Yan Shi and Qing Huan go to see the director, so the doctor says, "He has a serious head injury. He might not even be able to wake up." Then Qing Huan says to Yan Shi, I think he was pushed, and she shows a nail and says, only Wan Yu uses nails of this design. Just then, Wan Yu comes there crying and says, Director, what happened to you? Upon this, Qing Huan says, why are you acting so much? You only have pushed him. So she says, how can I push him? I have always considered him like my family. Then she looks at her nail, but her nail is attached because when she had pushed him, she had noticed her nail then. So she had applied another one. Seeing this, Qing Huan says in anger, you people get out of here. Wan Yu leaves. Then she says to Yan Shu, I am not lying. She must have pushed the director. So Yan Shi says, yes, I will thoroughly investigate. Then Qing Huan asks, do you trust me? So he says, yes, I trust you. In the next scene, Wan Yu has cut her wrist. Her dad and mom are very sad and take her to the hospital, ask, what were you doing? So she says, I love Yan Shi very much. Then her dad says, okay, I will do anything to get you and Yan Shi married. Then coming out, mom says, why were you lying? So dad says, I am not lying. I will get my daughter married to Yan Shi. Then her mom says, do you think she is really our daughter? Upon this, her dad says, what nonsense are you talking? If she is not our daughter, then who is? Don't think too much. We got the DNA test done. It cannot be wrong. So her mom says, okay. Then on the way, she meets Qing Huan. Her mom returns the necklace to her and asks, who gave you this necklace? So she says, my parents gave it to me. Saying this, she holds Yan Shu's hand and leaves from there. In the next scene, Grandma says to Qing Huan, 30% share of all our property is in your name. So Qing Huan says, this is too much. I cannot accept this. Upon this, Grandma says, this is not too much. You are going to become our family's grandson's wife, so accept this. So Qing Huan says, thank you, Grandma. Then her friend Jia gifts her a necklace. Then she says, you sit right here, and says to Grandma, Grandma, let's check the wedding dress. Both of them leave. Just then, Qing Huan gets someone's call. They say, Director has woken up. Come and meet him. So Qing Huan says, okay, I am just coming. After she leaves, Yan Shi brings the wedding dress, but Qing Huan is not there. So he asks his sister, where is Qing Huan? So she says, she was just here. He becomes very worried, calls assistant and says, Qing Huan is missing. Find her quickly. On the other side, Wan Yu's dad has kidnapped Qing Huan and kept her at his house. Then Qing Huan says, why are you doing this? So her dad says, you just stay here for one night. I will not harm you at all. I just want my daughter and Yan Shi to get married. Just then, Wan Yu's mom comes and says, why have you kidnapped her and kept her here? Upon this, Qing Huan says, Auntie, please let me go from here. On the other side, Yan Shi is telling all his men, find her. Just then he sees in front that Wan Yu, wearing Qing Huan's clothes and wearing a mask, has come and says to herself, I am Qing Huan. Yan Shi also understands that this is Wan Yu. Then Wan Yu says, you had called me for the wedding dress, right? Where is my wedding dress? So he shows her the room. So she leaves. Just then Jia comes and says, Qing Huan has come. Where was she? But Yan Shi stops her and says, this is not Qing Huan. This is Wan Yu. I don't know where Qing Huan is. We have to find her. So Jia says, okay, I find her, and leaves from there. On the other side, Wan Yu, seeing her wedding dress, says, now I will marry Yan Shi. Then I will officially become his wife. Then she calls someone and says, help me in killing Qing Huan. On the other side, Qing Huan is very worried and thinks, wedding must have started. Just then a maid comes and says, ma'am, you are very upset. Take this. Drink this juice. It is also mango juice. Upon this, Qing Huan says, I will not drink this, but she is forcing her to drink. So Qing Huan throws the mango juice. Then she sees that there is poison in it. Just then, Wan Yu's parents come. Dad, when he sees poison in it, so he slaps that maid and says, how dare you give her poison? So she says, your daughter Wan Yu had told me to give her poison. Please forgive me. It is not my fault. Hearing this, Dad gets very shocked and pain starts in his chest. Then Mom gives medicine to Qing Huan. Qing Huan gives medicine to Dad. Then Dad says to Qing Huan, please forgive me. I didn't know my daughter is so wicked. So Qing Huan says, it's okay. Then Wan Yu's mom sees the red birthmark near Qing Huan's ear and asks her, how do you have this red birthmark? So she says, this is from my childhood. So Wan Yu's mom thinks, this is my real daughter, and Wan Yu is not my daughter. Then Qing Huan says, please give me your phone. I will call Yan Shi and tell I am safe. So she gives her the phone. Then Qing Huan thinks, now it must be wedding time. If I called, then everyone there will get worried. Then she says to Dad, let's go to the hotel. So Dad says, okay, let's go to the hotel. Here, Wan Yu comes wearing wedding dress and veil. Then Yan Shi asks, where is Qing Huan? So she says, what nonsense are you talking? It is me. Then he lifts her veil and says, till when will you pretend? Tell me, where is Qing Huan? Hearing this, she says, why do you do this to me? I love you so much, but still, why are you always after Qing Huan? Just then, Qing Huan comes, and her mom and dad are also with her. Yan Shi immediately hugs Qing Huan. Then Qing Huan says, you believe that I would come, right? That is why you were doing all this drama. So he says, yes. Then Wan Yu says to her mom and dad, why are you people doing this to me? I am your real daughter. So why did you bring her here? Then Yan Shu says, because they are not your real parents. And he shows the DNA report and says, Qing Huan is your real daughter. So Qing Huan says, how can this happen? The report which was in the orphanage, that was real. Then Yan Shu says, Wan Yu had changed it, and he says to mom and dad, Qing Huan is your real daughter. So Wan Yu says, Dad, Mom, why would you do this to me? Granted, I am not your real daughter, but I was always with you. You raised me. Will you do this to me? Upon this, her dad says, I will send you abroad. You can live there forever. Then assistant brings the director. So Qing Huan asks him, Director, who had pushed you from the stairs? So director says, Wan Yu. Due to this, Wan Yu's dad, scolding her a lot, says, you are so wicked. I will not help you in any way now. Then Yan Shu says to the assistant, hand her over to the police. So the assistant takes Wan Yu away from there. Then Yan Shu says, your parents were away from you for so long because some misunderstanding had happened, but forgive them. Qing Huan hugs her mom and dad. Then her mom and dad say, come on, now it is time to get married. Then Yan Shi and Qing Huan both get married and kiss. With this, the drama has a happy ending.